AustinBMX here, back with another Red Dead Redemption video. Today we're going to be talking about roles and what's coming in Red Dead Online for the summer update and beyond. We all know the summer update's bringing us 3 new roles: Bounty Hunter, Collector, and Trader. But what may we expect in future roles? I've been thinking about that quite a lot. We've had a lot of videos coming out and comments on videos, and one of my main ones that might get talked about a lot is the rancher or slash herder or cattle man. As you can see here, story mode we're playing in right now has a lot of these roles already in, and they'd be super easy for them to bring those over into online, in my opinion. As you can see here, we got a sheep herder, which is part of a rancher. A rancher, my opinion, is somebody who would have a lot of different roles. They would actually raise a large amount of different livestock: sheep, cows, goats, maybe, I don't know, sheep and cows the most, and take them to the market. That's right, there's already a market in Red Dead. In Valentine, they have an auction house there. There's actually a mission in story mode that you intercept a herder like we just saw and steal his sheep herd, and then you actually herd it into the auction to sell. I think that's when you get the Springfield rifle. Another part of the rancher role that I think would be super awesome would be horses. That's right, getting horses, breaking them, maybe taking 1 or 2 to the stables to sell or to auction. You actually can do it in story mode, as you can see here. You could do this right here in online, but you can't really do anything with the horse at all once you get it. Now, the way the role could work is, as you can see here, we're not very good at breaking this horse right now. It takes us quite a while actually to break this horse and get it to sell, but being as a rancher, you could level yourself up. The more horses you break, the better you get at it. Then you could easily break horses and possibly even have quite a few at your camp, which could turn into like a small stables. And then you could take all those horses and take them to the auction or a stable to sell. Now, the rancher role is one of the roles that I've hoped would get into the game since the start. I've always wanted like a ranch type place that you could call home other than your camp. You could actually build your camp out and get some stables, get a bigger stable. The large camp that we have right now actually is quite a big piece of real estate. You actually could have a small stables there where you could catch these wild horses, which are all over the map, and then bring them to your camp slash corral and keep them there until you're ready to bring them in. And like I said, you could be able to level yourself up to be a better horse rustler, and then you could break these horses like we just did here and keep them at your corral until you're ready to bring them to, I guess you could call it the market, the horse market, or the stable fence is what it's called here in the story mode. And you could sell those horses for money, possibly XP, but definitely be something that would be super awesome. So these 2 characters that we're going to right now are actually already in online. One of your first missions you do when you first get online is to steal some horses for Clive, and that's how you get your first horse in Red Dead Online. I don't know why this type of transaction is not in online yet. At least selling horses, wild horses that you catch, that would be an easy thing for them to implement, and to load that into some kind of a role like a rancher would be so awesome. And hopefully they add that in one of the upcoming roles. You guys let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to be a rancher and be able to capture horses and even herd sheep or cows and bring them to the market to sell, because I think it would be super awesome. Now, secondary role that I've brought up many times in hopes that we might get sometime is a farmer. People say, well, a farmer is like the same thing as a rancher, or I've brought up livestock in my discussion on farmers. I believe a rancher is someone who sells their livestock to the market, but a farmer, to me, a farm has livestock on it, but people use that livestock to get product from the animals. As you can see here in story mode, we found someone that's by the name of Kaufman Farms, and he's hauling, it looks like milk, to the market. If you look on the side of his wagon, it actually says fresh milk, dairy, and eggs. So you could actually have a farm where you could raise, or where you could plant and get crops and things like that, but you also could raise small amounts of livestock like chickens and cows and pigs and stuff, where you could actually butcher them yourself and bring those product to the local towns to maybe sell to the grocer on a weekly basis and make money that way and level yourself up to make your farm well known in the community. So I believe those two roles would be the two easiest ones from the add next. I mean, those roles are already in the game, and a lot of the stuff that would be used by those roles are already in the game, like the auction house in Valentine, or in story mode we have the stable fence where you sell horses. So those two things would easily be able to be used to be a rancher, to sell your cattle or sell your sheep herds or your horses at the auction. Also, I imagine they sell horses at the auction and pigs and whatnot. You could actually go to the auction, buy yourself a couple pigs, bring them back to your farm. You could raise those pigs, possibly do... I keep thinking of the way Minecraft works. I know that game is way different than this game, but in Minecraft you go out and you find 2 pigs, you bring them back to your little house that you built, you feed those 2 pigs, those pigs fall in love and have baby pigs, and then you're able to harvest the larger pigs and the other pigs grow up. That's what I hope that we can build in Red Dead Online for sustainable roles and just an immersion in the world. It's there. It's easier to do. As you can see right here, we have what would you call this? Would this be a small farm? This is like, is this Kaufman Farms right here? This could be a dairy farm right here, right? This I would call a farm, not like a ranch probably. This has a whole bunch of dairy cows. You could have something like this. You could come out and you have to milk your cows. You have to do all of that to collect your product, and then you could bring all that product in a wagon to the general store and sell your milk to the store. I don't know. Let me know, guys. What would you want out of that kind of a role? I think that having a small farm like this with cows or a large ranch that has cattle. I mean, because that's different than like these cows. These cows are like milk cows, I'm pretty sure. Or you could have cattle. You could have chickens here. I mean, I think this is Kaufman Farms. I mean, look right here. They have milk jugs, so they're definitely milking their cows. You could have your chickens here where you have to go out and you have to harvest the eggs. Those eggs have to go and sell to the local... Although this guy says that he's a rancher. Calm down, buddy. We're just checking out your area. Okay. And then you could defend against people that want to come skin your cows or just passerbyers that just... I'm not causing any harm, buddy. But there you go. You could have to defend your ranch from other cattle rustlers, right? That's a thing also. People try to come steal your cows and take them from themselves, or horses. That would be another way to make the role more intense or more immersive. You have to do what you can to raise your cattle or sell them to the market, and then you run into those instances where the safety of your herd as it gets to market, because like I mentioned before, in story mode we actually do kill a herder and take his sheep and get them to the market. So you'd have to defend yourself against rival herders or even outlaws that want to steal your herd. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, some of the other quick jobs that I've mentioned in some other posts and on some other fellow YouTubers videos that we go over all the time and watch is the Pony Express. I mean, it doesn't sound that great. It sounds like a messenger, like some of the stranger missions we do, but take that into the next level where a Pony Express rider actually went miles and miles for long periods of time to deliver high value packages at a fast rate. So you can actually level up. Like, I know they're in online, there's not races, but timed events to get from point A to point B in a certain amount of time, and that gets you a belt buckle, where there could be awards like that as a Pony Express rider to deliver something from point A to point B in a super hard amount of time and level yourself up to be a trusted delivery person for the Pony Express. The Pony Express were actually not just delivery people, you know, they were well sought after and well known people in the Wild West era, and that would be pretty cool, I think. Another one would be like a Wells Fargo driver. To me, Wells Fargo was a stagecoach type delivery personnel, and they were delivering high value pieces of mail or even money from bank to bank. So maybe the Saint Denis Bank needed you to deliver something to the Rhodes Bank, and they would hire you as a Wells Fargo stagecoach driver, and you could level your stage up, and you could get from a 2-horse stage up to like a 6-horse stage, so you would make more money because you could get it there faster, things like that. And one of the last jobs I've mentioned a lot is something to do with the train. The train in online just drives around in circles. We should be able to possibly work for the railroad, maybe as a railroad baron. I know they added that name to the current showdown mode, or it's a free roam event, but a railroad baron is actually like the CEO of the railroad in that area, you know. And you could work your maybe you'd have to work your way up to that point. Maybe you'd have to start as a railroad worker building the railroad. I know in story mode out over in the Roanoke Valley they have the railroad being built. Maybe you'd have to work there for a while, become a railroad engineer or a conductor, and work your way up to be the railroad baron. That would be a pretty awesome role in my opinion as well. Hey guys, so again, let me know down in the comments, what kind of roles are you looking for? We've got the 3 coming here in a summer update, which hopefully we're getting here the next couple weeks. That'd be awesome. But looking into the future, beyond the bounty hunter, trader, and collector roles, what new roles are you guys looking for? I hope that we get some kind of rancher / farmer or even both, because in my opinion they are a bit separate, as we have explained here. And other roles that I've thrown out there are some good ideas. So let me know in the comments, guys. Let's get the discussion going. What are you guys hoping to see? What would be your favorite role to do in the Wild West free roam, running around here as a good guy or a bad guy? Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like. It definitely helps out the channel quite a lot with the new YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more Red Dead story mode and online content, tips and tricks, news updates, just good old-fashioned fun. Hey guys, let's catch this guy's horse. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.